Contractual arrangements between Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited and the Ghana Revenue Authority for the stated objective of the enhancement of revenue assurance in the downstream petroleum sector, upstream petroleum production, and minerals and metals resources value chain. 2. Termination of a distribution, loss reduction, and associated network improvement project contract between the Electricity Company of Ghana Limited and Beijing Xiaocheng Technology BXC. 3. Procurement of contractors and materials and activities and payments in respect of the National Cathedral project. 4. Activities and payments in respect of a contract awarded by the Ministry of Health, initially commenced by the Ministry for Special Development Initiatives, to Service Ghana Auto Group Limited for purchases and after-sales service and maintenance of 307 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 305 CDI ambulances for the National Ambulance Service. And 5. Payments out of and utilization of the tax refund account of Ghana Revenue Authority. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, the fugitive's name is Kenneth Nanaya Ofori. Mr. Ofori is 66 years old. He was the Minister of Finance of the Republic between 2017 and 2024.
Wasre kwan. Okoya wasa trokata asre kwan. Ohonso ne na lawyer fodi kwan edi nsawoso. Wasa kra the hospital a wokono kra krata asakwa koma. Last year, ebra na special prosecutor kro ye wo ye hwehwemu. Airbus ho asem. Wusi wo hia opani baako, Ira Muhammad nua baako na ne di nkom. Wo fa plane eko UK ho ene ne kodi nkomo. Eti se wo pese ohumu no kra a anade na wo fa plane na wo so nko hospital ho na wo so nko. Ye ehu ne se ye yewura special prosecutor ye no. Eye ade a entwaye ensem fata. Sebe yewura kanofrata onwane nko ba bia. Na mamen kesi so duan so se NPP party ene ye members ene obia na owa ban mu bia no ye nwane emfiri atenten ne ho. Na emom se ye fa kwati kwan na ye de animguase kwan bi oyaw kwan bi na ye de pese egu obi ani mu ase sanse we di nka ye no ane se na amen na wotwe mienu pe na obi tro krata afa wo hwe nipa na wo hu no eya asemo a asefem ebiem so wahya ye pani ba ko awon so MP Dr. Sheikh Mustafa
Memo bibia akwaba eba 4 Stars Radio TV so Atlanta America ekrodu ma yewa so sene de be kan no ade chini ante asem fofora na yenchi etino mo bibia so atnas enkanka mabedwafo ene ye bekasa fa OSP Special Prosecutor the Office of the Prosecutor and some of the above two ija patchere say ye kanofurata semuti nanudia some of the babe two ha and some abobon sembi eso ama Ghana nyina so no ayehe intino kisi Japan had declared the finance minister as a fugitive and ehun sem bebre cathedral sika so any some procurement bia to so ntino many mabija for be kasa afesu AG Attorney General and so the declarations be at the abase enimpa bia na wo mo me say aman crew me say constitution no wo mo edi hu fo a wo mo ni aban nsem difo etwe na akakoba ne say sisi ano wo mo atwea mane kokuru pepe so bia wo say wo mo bogu kra na wo mo fa omunya mo fa ahodie enti wei na mene me abejafo so ebedwendwen ho aneboa wutie moma 4 Stars Radio TV yewo Atlanta high yedi him ewo ewiasa fana nyina nti de bia na because be informed, make a profit, lead in action and support. That's why we are giving it back. 4 Stars to media and your man who do be say we say what to one cra be a day money abomodia na ba be hu so wo di dwumadie bi na wo pechia me wo pe obi obonyom na afisu obi otwamfoni a ye wo ebusuani na ewo ha ye no na eje dwuma no pepe ntino wonyira aye kra ntino fama wunia na yemfama yenuanom yemfama ma yenuanom sa na yemma bibibia yeje bia no eho emma emfaso emfama Ghana ye yekro so ntino ye no wo se ye nyina no yetumi ebebeka bi bada nyese bia eye okro ntino wo fiti ese no akoka yenka ensemo a ehu hia di kankro anase puntuo edi beba omenemo ntino senia ya teno no bepese ekoni kokutie eye Attorney General sunu dia ordinam na yeba ne ababeto so OSP dia no Office of the Special Prosecutor na ya hwe ya pensem na ya hwe say afano we eye witch hunting and I say eye fighting corruption.
Spirit about the factors animating the entry of nolle prosequi in some cases and the withdrawal of others is not only because I want to avoid accusations of partiality and or capitulation to political pressure, but also to comply with the constitutional requirements stated in Article 296 of the Constitution. More so, in the best ethics of the legal profession, every lawyer is mandated to act in the best interest of his client, and no lawyer worth his or her salt, will purport to act in the best interest of the client by doing so on the blind side of the client. As Attorney General, my only client is the Republic of Ghana, represented by its sovereign people. And as stated above, I intend to provide the reasons for my decisions in the cases in which I have either entered a nolle prosequi or withdrawn the charges laid against the accused persons. And I do so to my fellow citizens who have entrusted the power to me through the President of the Republic. Before I proceed to assign the reasons for my decision in each of the cases, I wish to crave your indulgence to provide a brief explanation of the technical difference between the entry of a nolle prosequi and the withdrawal of charges. The power to enter a nolle prosequi is contained in Section 54 of the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act 1960, Act 30. Pursuant to this provision, the Attorney General may enter a nolle prosequi at any stage of a criminal trial. The statute does not itself require the Attorney General to provide any reasons for his decision to enter a nolle prosequi in any proceedings. However, as I have made clear above, the constitutional principles in Article 296 impose an obligation on the Attorney General to be candid in the exercise of his discretionary power, and I cannot fathom how one can be candid without explaining one's actions. When a nolle prosequi is used by the Attorney General to terminate proceedings in a criminal trial, he reserves the right to bring fresh charges against the accused persons in the future. In contrast, the Attorney General may terminate criminal proceedings by withdrawing the charges against an accused person pursuant to Section 59 of the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act 1960 at 30. Where the charges are withdrawn after the prosecution has closed its case, then the legal effect of the withdrawal is that the accused is deemed to have been acquitted and discharged. In other words, that accused cannot be brought back and tried on the same facts or for the same offenses. So in all the cases in which I have withdrawn the charges against the accused persons and in which the prosecution has closed its case, those accused persons are considered to have been acquitted and discharged. Ladies and gentlemen of the media and fellow citizens, my decision to terminate the criminal trial was animated in the main by three factors. On the charges against the accused persons, and in which the prosecution has closed its case, those accused persons are considered to have been acquitted and discharged. Ladies and gentlemen of the media and fellow citizens, my decision to terminate the criminal trial was animated in the main by three factors. The first was that for ethical and professional reasons, I could not in good conscience continue to prosecute some of the cases. The second was that for some of the cases, my own review and analysis of the charges showed clearly that the charges were defective, and some were filed against the promptings of plain common sense. The third was that in some of the cases, the evidence led so far that showed that there was a reasonable doubt as to the guilt of the accused persons, and no prosecutor should continue to pursue a case in the face of overwhelming doubt regarding the guilt of the accused person. Also, it is important to highlight the fact that in most of the cases in which I have terminated proceedings, the conduct of some of the individual judges left so much to be desired. I will deal with
Attorney General ena yekokote ninkano na yebi fiti asana mi konkoma mabedwa fo no akwaba mvia na makakoma ye lawyer so akwaba anyway me ma lawyer akwaba nsa lawyer ma akwaba mpacho timi kana
betonka papa yin
jo yensa aka lawyer thank you so much lawyer.
I thank you.
Yeah, see be me konkoma mabedwa fo nso afa wo fa ma akwaba
Dady Kay me jozo.
Bibia bokodie.
Nyamia do me hu ye na mpacho ozo.
Okay, adum ya. Sisi adi ensaka lawyer ntine lawyer ebe cheche nsemu kakra adi ame na yatwa so. Echa esafo aka. Papa makwaba.
Thank you.
Bibia bokodie.
I'll trade up para Roma.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Mida bibia se. Mwa muhe na no sisi ano yensaka eye lawyer ohini amankwa ja woye private legal practitioner ewo Ghana ever science and semia ho a wono wodi akotene ewo emu and it says yatunsa afrenu na chese we be piepie niema nini kakra edi akire na yehu nia eko na chese wo kasa we hu senior obisi akasa fa lawyer misama akwa babio. This week, during the weekend, the special prosecutor Kisi Ejaben declared former minister of finance as a fugitive and wanted by the OSP over some allegation of corruption. Na yabo weni evie na weno ankuye ama NPP for untina na bi so ababe respondo na lawyer pacha udie wujuma wo ye no lawyer wo hunu say the OSP nyokai no waka ni ye mrakwa so na wo ye anase ono na okura ni tumi bi a wode sa mrekoni no na man kwan se wotumi bibi sa anase senia obia eka no se yeni ne di hu enkita wo MPP for say yeni ne di hu nkita ho onim ne ekoso na eso isanse opiso ogu kenu forate ni mu asenti no ena wababe abonten ababe tu edini se wedwane na ne kwanso an na lawyer
yo me da wase na menchia wono so awagibre na wotie udwumadi amudi enso so de boagane na sada will be say chiremu ewo ho ne say special prosecutor Office of the Special Prosecutor Act ene do by enti udwumadie wana muntu obi bia regulated by law act na edo by and the act na edo by to nchen a Ghana emra kunini ni a ewo Ghana no 1992 constitution Erunti se utu anamon bia na 1992 constitution no ebo abra na chese anamon a utu no enye ne kwan so a em. Enti uba Ofori Atta die ya. Sebio Ofori Atta omro enso nsembra e wo Ghana. Enti se special prosecutor esu se Ofori Atta bia wadi dream ana se waye bibi a wo se ye de no fa embra kwan so a problem bia ni ho ne kwan so a no obetumi e de na fa eye embra kwan so nembom se wo de embra eye ejuma na enka obi a wo se wo hwehwe no na omra na wonye ne interview ana se wo interrogate no abra wo tro sa krata no de akoma papa no na papa no oni Ghana wa free Ghana as far back as 2nd of January 2025. And to be a only Ghana wo the letter e invite no na wakoja letter no e wo ni gate se ohia no wa breko a only Ghana ha de na kwan ben na wo expect say obefa so a obe ba respond to one sem no enti na e wo say ba ne say ono te se mo hwehwe no wa ma ne lawyers actual letter e de abre o se mate se mo se mo hia me for interview me shawa no ho ba se me kuye me kwa yaresa kakra me hododo me enti no mo ma me break kakra bi meba na ansem bia mo pese mo ne me ka no ma ba be yia no enti aha na me wo hospital a me wo ni da bi kura ye titi me nie enti saa na tie saa na tie dia eye den na wakwa ko declare papa so e fugitive because accused person there mbre wo Ghana ni say ofra accused person na se o se omba na o pese wudi na asem krampo na obetumi adi na asem yedi asem no wie na ebo no a obetumi tried in absentia yedi asem na ebo no wie then obetumi use legal processes say yem hwehwe no na yem fa no mra na o me face eye emra sanso so na o pese e bia nipa no wo hu se o pese obeba be ene mbra be ba be die enti wo pese wo court na wo koje court order na yede force nipa ne se yemfa no embra eno so so ewo ho nembom ne special prosecutor ye die papa no ni krom ha wo na wo so wato safre na wa ma ne lawyers atrabrel say papa mi ni krom ha me sa me ho yare enti mrepam no me ba na se bia o ne me wo wa ba be ka eye den na wako declare ne so ye fugitive eye den na wako declare ne so ye fa charge bia emo no wo se omra na won toto na no wo fa charge po enya mbo papa yi eye den na wako declare ne se o ye fugitive eno nti me de ubisa me a special prosecutor dia o ye no antwa yie de se wapepere ne ho akotu anamo a madwen me se na ho because Ofori Atta yi abra ye je akonya free ni nsem so ye finance minister ache abra omokoto aba new patriotic party for lusu ye ekosi abra wo so hia no ache sabri nyina no papa ne ti kroma wonto won san frɛ ne se wo hia no eye den na abra watu kwan awie na oni ha no sabri no na wo no di mirika gidigidi abase o hwehwɛ no na wa amba what declare fugitive madwen me say saa na mo na otu ye no entwa ye wabepre ne ho akotu anamon bia abitire na actual intentions of person de yes ade madi kan aka say Ofori Atta onso nsen Ghana mra na wadi Ghana sika e wo se mra ne die nemmom se wo asem bi etisa na dipa no se oni ho watu kwan na ne lawyers aka tro so watu kwan na obeba ba be face emra bia person ni die den wako declare fugitive and now be my dreams a special prosecutor ni trip a odi declare papa no fugitive no entwa yie ene wamfa mra kwan so eche se wapepere ne ho ama obia hu se anamo a otu ye no aso de ani bre ne o hwe ni dimi na kra na ode ka asem no ene se ne ana waye nanim ode ka asem na special prosecutor de se bio onye yesa ne ma no ema obi nka se Ada woni papa no personal issues bi ana. Enti na wo yes ada na obi na show kutu pase yes anti na wo yes ana. Na ama Ghana for pi no kasatia no na nka no nim dia. Nka obi a ususu se Ghana sika wafa na se ebia one mbra andi ni ye dia. Also opene na watoto na no nka obi a no ni problem. Na mom one two anamo a anamo papa.
Acho lawyer Churchill Mukakra, at what point in obi to me declare obi say or you wanted and as a fugitive?
Say obi a clearly no ebia ye hwehwe no a onim say ye hwehwe no na yafa kwan bia e wo se ye fa so na ye de hwehwe no na wabɔ ne tirim po say onye na dwen say obeba ene mra ba bedie no eno na utu anamon wahu utu anamon na emra kwan so no ye de declare no fugitive Christopher it is a one to sa anamon so kan for Atta dey specifically no papa no eni krom ha afei a ono no oni ha no na wo de letter akoja say uhia no for interview na me uhia me for interview a wunya charge me enti obi a won charge me de pacho ti honi yo enye say maba wanim watoto ma no ototo ma no wie no wo say ejai sa charge we according to section so and so of the Criminal and Other Offences Act enti me the charge we abo the nipa kro no so atro na no asem say me ndi for ana say asem na wo de ato me so no me so me ndi for nti no wa plead say on di for wa respond o say okay me the charge na bo de a and the da it say no ye hia say obehia wo police station ana mpo say ye da it say the do court nti hia ye wo court ana say bra na ye mfa wo court sabre no ena nipa no oto won safre na o se o ma na wadwane dia na wafa mbra kwan so akọ declare say o ye fugitive no obi a wunya charge no with any criminal offense a invitation ena wo de akọja say ohia ne say omra na won toto na no den na afi wa go declare ne say o ye fugitive wa sure what ma say aha. And you know, what people in Hona Americana could say, the person has not been charged with any offense as we speak. And then what declared fugitive.
Oh, okay. Now, what do you make of the NPP reaction? You know, they came out to say a lot to say yeah. What do you make of it?
Well, that is the politics aspect of it. You know, they say, Omoma and Nema Bobo and Nema Pisua, almost say, as a in Chaye, so now my political party, my Kabima Kabia Mamus Sunia way there. And Yamma say, almost so Ebema Ghana for anywhere Safanai, and Nema say, and Chaye. I don't know the politics aspect of it. Ombetumi akasa and this for pa almost also be responded, but that is the politics aspect of it. But the Major is a special prosecutor, no. The Juma dear OD, no. Young person politics be a bad guiding one tea, and he said that Koyasa act we say. Attorney General no or wha. Ya na yet then say obe prosecutor no the colleague ministers. Name special prosecutor no there. You do by say we a professional person and ka obetumi adi udwuma enya politics na ehyehyekyi a we di say adwuma no eno nti na nipa pi di ho ya wo say anamo a we na tuo no wa ma na da di say e bia bibi na pam no because kind of for that dey say kroma no o kroma ya sa nti wo pese na wo no nya sa kita hudie ya o pese o ni die ya aden na watena wa afi na ora for akoyo mo report submit akoma president so dey akoma attorney general so o hwem no watu ho anamo afei na ususu di milika se wako declare fugitive.
Sure. Ebusiafo etiefo Yasafa Nanyana Dady Kay 4 Stars Radio TV Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Jenny, a senior private legal practitioner, a lawyer Ohini Amankwajan and Yenini Chichen Komo, a fan in Yawatri, Nikoko C, Ewo Ghana. Special Prosecutor, Office of the Special Prosecutor, Yecheni Tiaze, OSP. Ena wati ni ncheche mu a abayi nti no ye wia wososo wode beba wobetumi de comment e de aba all the social media handles no wode beba na chese ye koye ni mu anisa ye Ghana for nti no we have also a right to discuss some of these issues especially those of us ye wo diaspora and say and no e banisa say omani ko yi anko yi ye na ye bre. So, Ghana for so bre, nemum yedie ne ebohum mienu. Now, lawyer, a chat on crown. Let's talk about this discontinuation of high profile cases. Say wouldn't be what is saying openini na sefo. Cecilia, what do you make of this discontinuation of this high profile cases? Should it be that trend that if any government come to power, they will set some people free, either guilty or not? What do you make of it, Doug?
I think, sir, it is very unfortunate because Abaya all promises say all the fight against corruption. And ka waba no wabe to say yedinkofo akojina kota yabo kwadu. Simple to say as an attorney general kwadu na yedi abo mo any case no senya ekono na wani enye ho a point ne say first question I also bisa ho ne say obi a yede no akojina court yabo no kwadu wa pleading not guilty. Prosecution no atumi as per witnesses at their dance here abedom court no ama court no at the asem na ma prosecution awie the case ama embra kwan so no lawyers for accused person no ayen krata the acordom court no be a friend submission of no case to answer and the chira say at the end of the prosecution's case no lawyers no to say na prosecution no entumi en fa dance a emu yedru emma court ho enti ehum hiampo say ye be so say ye di asem no na accused person be open the defense. That is the essence of submission of no case to answer. And it's a lawyer say file submission of no case to answer. Na court no eye assessment of the evidence on record at the time of the prosecution na we in the case. Na court no eye na adwen say or no court no team no osusu say prosecution no atimi establish the friend prima facie case against the accused person. And as a dance prosecution no the aba court no ya dance emu ye dru enu nti no ehu behia say accused person no ebeyi na no a at that stage Dominica Yeni oye attorney general say no on to me nka emma me say men that say osusu say prosecution no any case against the accused person because at that stage prosecution are any case accused person no na court to say me open the defense prosecution no dey akasa obey say obey cross examination of the accused person and the witnesses prosecution are close to the case. Court will say, per my assessment of the evidence on record, the accused person has a case to answer. Who attorney general will be doing? I will say, me them machine me gidi say charges no in the money be what in your capacity as you are not the judge. Allow the judge all the assembly say on the assembly na onka say after say a case in no me who say accused person no only for at that stage the judge would acquit and discharge and the okasa sabre no say ye di asem no nyina wie ye say accused person no ho so onko or no accused person no po ene na busuafo nyina ni beje say if free sabre no kono odim se kwadu a ye de ball no na nyina so bia eni na mbom se uja no at this stage we say why enter said the only process say withdrawal of the charges. So when you do that, The only impression you leave in the minds of people, and say, be a one ubem and I'll be too sana mona. The accused person would have been convicted. And this as summer attorney general, agina so say no the basis and I so say or no osusu say these people were being persecuted, and yes, strong legal basis. Say obey yes, I withdrawal of the charges. Send your wire. If for political consideration, on say NPP for the demo court, yen NDC for Ghana for to Abama yaba, yen crow for original court high profile cases in Minano. May Attorney General no may ready say be prosecutor munti meja omuna. How can say it makes sense? Purely political. But baby on I'm not there and black coin so the law na eka say nuntina o jai omone there. May them gidi say entwa yi. Na sana etwa to hono enye sapapa kire say. Then next time send this is so free so na MPP for ba from start say a prosecution be na another government bape na accused persons no na high profile politicians na ejam ye decide to chiri kura enye yi. Enti me dem gidi say nana monto otu ye no there.
Okay. Now, Lola, crack. Is our justice system safe? And if you want to advise all of us, what would you say?
Say the justice system, not the justice system, be no challenges. But with respect to such cases, we know there. Me na madre say the accused person should be afforded every opportunity. Say obey defending. And no so na obi antiatia obi afa ahudie so no de ma adwen say na enke ho the justice system no challenge be ni ho na sa to me ye de ama attorney general no unse Ghana no your constitution no article 88 3 no and ma all prosecution to me idea prosecution in idea ama attorney general. And article 88.5 no so man no say about several ways so ani nyina ye dia man. Now call a criminal and other offences procedure act act 30 na and no and section 54 no emma to me of nolly prosequa say attorney general to me enter nolly prosequa normally no enka wo shepa where prosecution e cause attorney general so say bia why mistake bi or charge sheet no and I say bia ademfonso bia ba opese oye correction bi no na wa enter nolly prosequa e ba no sa court no say you are discharged who discharge ya opi abonti and ya sen acho na the proper charges no e dey above. It is not intended send the aye apply this say withdrawal and crime put the more dangerous because section 59 no say prosecution no awie any case na accused person no open the defense. Now attorney general exercising the power to withdraw the charges against the accused person. The accused person is acquitted and discharged. Ebanesa on the same fact that you be an wound to me say Osia kofa the same accused person na kojina court and the kwadu asia kobono in respect of the same fact. The person once acquitted and discharged. Any further criminal prosecution based on the same fact is forever bad. It can never be reopened. That is the end of the case. The banners are ordinary Ghanaians. One day with Jina court to the BR. You don't want to go Jina court to say one day Abayanya because of many high profile politicians. Now omoda ho echo court. Eba high profile politicians are always secretary dey aye bobodi ya. Yes, so omode abambi na share prosecution as in yen so ya ba ye ja omunyina ba dwen me say yes na omone Ghana andi ni ye and the attorney general onka say to me the crown and odi ja omo member na nka say that osusu say case bia anyway betimi abo ama state na win any case against them.
Okay, so lawyer, senior private legal practitioner, lawyer Ohini Amankwajan, and Yane Chichenkomono. Thanks to Abefo Mfidie, Fako Wobiana, Yetumi, Ghana, and Odini Juma, lawyer. thank you once again for taking the time to be here with the 4 stars. Yenina, ewo wuni anumunkuma any impenifo nyina yenina yawa and yenu chuchiko lawyer. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it for God and country.
Amen. Thank you very much.
I wish you all the best.
All right. Lawyer, ene ne akochuche enkomo no ntino wo a wuti bie no ubehu say walk from emranim perspective nti dia ne walk meni mabedwa for no so ye ba betoa so nti me hwe se mamiama aba mamiama akwa aba
yaja
bibia boko de
yes adum
aha wuti lawyer nkan wuti lawyer ohini janka. Okay, so nti ye beto so on the wo free baby ne babe srain so nti ready was say de bia no ye pe emranimfo a wo betumi abakire enum ni kakra ansa wano akwakofom ewo baby ebusafo Dady Kay ni mi twa me ho abesisi a.
Hello.
Akuya.
Yes.
Eti sen.
Boko now swear.
Nyame adom Ghana boko.
Nyame adom boko. Now swear.
Nyame adom me pegana aduane adi wo ho. Enti se wobetumi anya bode ne kontomire ne banche nom de abreme a nka mani beje pa obi be ba US nyame adom next week.
Na ko de abreo.
You. Enti no o de kekani na bom na nipa no ba me de number be ma na wa fro why.
Matter.
Eni baba.
Bye. Hey, Kay, would they be a phone tarwa? So, and then if I bunch in a body free Ghana, Bremedi answer.
Akuya, my figure and the but when him say US answer the head so be a Ghana Bianato.
Oh, dear Chrome has a what a hackwa, it's near cost to Hanu winning now on say money me way, Nachum. Yet the Ghana by US abroach memo Hanum say Charlotte to a tropical market. Ubenya nibi to say and wo macro a horunina, a bankwaya, a dear good chance him when no subenya biwo, a Maggie, Sardinia horror, bayere, bordie, potato brodo, enyadoa, emu, gari, wele, prekese, beans, ebro, toast, milo, koko, nte momo, ne krampono. Upebia, ubenya biwa Charlotte way.
Edina uboy na mehu baby pro. We na madam fu bi di ho adanse. Omoton African way nyina.
Anne, sawadam fu ni di ho adanse e kire ode ana ye no kretrodo. Omoton African way GT pentoma. I dey pempam me shirt kama e dey pam manta dey eye dress, skirt, kawa, sandal, shoes, slippers, any coat omutimi sha office, any baby bia nyina. Charlotte way tropical market e tonton bi wo hono. Ahwene e say ode beto sisi ana ode beto sa na say ode beto 9 po ne Charlotte way tonton bi wo hono. Hwehwe ye kire kwan e wo 396 West Pike Street. Number C, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30046. Freya, our telephone number way so 678-682-3577. Charlotte Way Tropical Market, African, Caribbean, and Latino market.
Your one-stop tropical shop.
Yan krato na aba intino minima beja for ye ba beto dwumedi so edem wase wo like here na wa share senior on Facebook, YouTube, all the social media handles, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, everything. And you won't me sign album Kay Bium says a mopage media BAD, Momodia, and Tusa, and from 4 stars and Yentum Petibiasa Fanai. We are in the world of globalization. Right there in your palm, if you sit bibia ekra, your cell phone near the ekra now, and some nina ewo. Eti yet also Freunia. Share. We like here. We call YouTube na uhu ensa na we miaso na just say yakuyi ni man. Dady Kay, the good and the coolest man on the radio. I would say love your friend as yourself. So nobody knows the future, that the future is tomorrow. Into bomodia kakra wono bowunia. Ai men ko wafaya. Hello.
Hey, Dady Kay.
Say BBA mu da hope faces here on. Now, wafaya lawyer Akanidia yet then I say senior legal practitioner lawyer Ohini Jan Baba Becheche Mukakra na yesusu yenumudie kakra yewo efane amanyo samuni and some kokoso ewo or mine Ghana mo especially honey free and then he say wunu saying Keno Forata former finance minister Jani anyway Jani and I say Sisi ano akoye witch hunting. So tio wunu say Jani ne Jani. And I say witch hunting. And I also say katase shopro ye bia akoso no and a 1% obebe yano. Nti kwedua OSP di abono no. No kwanso ana minti o wofa.
Okay. Dady Kay Dady Kay na mekia ya for mekia me co-panelist na mekia president of the Republic of Ghana, President John Mahama and Professor Dinano Kukwajima. Ghana for to about respect Ghana, keeping your mind place so that or mind better to fan to my person. The same way this year 2016 and prior ya by man sana aban we the take over or mine connected for 20 years and you must do so much as I back. That is it. Now coming by a special prosecutor seminar war Canadian. Yeah, media they me mechanic so you know where now where you someone na man for ntia na ha man for na say yes the fact is that the case fact is say there are a lot of cases against Kenopurata na idea which is a public knowledge. Let me put it that way. What special in terms of special prosecutor can a public knowledge about Kenopurata. Well, him say, who said that he came on several times on your shows, Kenopurata no, or no, in fact, one running Ghana down completely. And most of the things in Eddie Ghana, Koshesa, or Haiman, TNA, some Puakura, a woman, almost before Mahama handed over to them. No, Mahama was able to provide fuel for about 6 months. You to Ansana. Akufo don't just even 3 days. Well, I use 3 days in a country. And he Mahama by day one, and so of course you said 90 million. And yes, I'm here because doing some. So what they are there, and you know, look at it. Then you can what when it is, your friend PDS, Kenopurata no, about a year. It's a case in Ubobo. $34 million. Say I'm for maintaining ambulance. PDS Okahun, a Japa Okahun, a Napa Okahun, a Japa and Napa, my brother's people. Nina Kenopurata Kahun. Chelsea Wabo, Butia Wabo from 120 billion to 760 something billion within a period of 8 years. Mahama buying so Mahama 8 years at most 8 years. Eurobonds almost issued just 3.5 billion. On one issue 13 point something billion Eurobonds. We are talking about billions of dollars. Then he borrows for the only parochial interest in Okoji loan, not the interest of Ghana. Dady Kay, let me just make it this clear. Nobody should defend that man. Say a word now you someone in a man for you came into government. Mahama developed your mind with just one oil source. One oil source. Uba Bamuna Mahama I say 2 oil source. Sankofa 10 and Jubilee 3. You need to borrow again. When they were there, they were saying Mahama was borrowing recklessly and recklessly, and we not do that. You have gotten 3 oil sources that you can running when you came into power. Mahama Tamiya harvested just 100,000 barrels a day oil. Mahama did 2 account my 3 Sanko Party and Jubilee 200,000 barrels a day oil. You need to borrow again. Can Ofori borrow not in the interest of the bar or no send any data bank business security or no buy the kind look at the quantum of money I would through the taxpayer borrowing just use his data bank to take the money. You see, the man is a criminal, he's a thief. And you know why? I keep on telling you, it is something they plan. Akufo-Addo plan with him to put him on by or partners. How are you taking your decision?
What's your name? Where you from for?
I'm milking state, you know. And it's exactly what he has done. Dady Kay, case is a one, mommy, a type of way. Say, I say, where did I use to know the amount for say, and yeah, okay, fine, but I still or the or ball mine car. Or no one more miner, one running or mine it down completely. And the Ghana for 20 years of their 8 rule, Ghana have been taking backwards 20 years. So, check cases are made for adults, but with them, I mean, SML now, yeah, can have them account. PDS on one table for us, I got your 3 days on no castrated yet. Cases to be free, Dady Kay. And yet, it's actually we are talking about dollars, billions of dollars. So, and you know, as some special prosecutor and Canadian, maybe nothing wrong with it. He's telling the nation what is there. What they are saying, you know, if you are aware that I use a man and amount for theater, there be just one theater, but they see it to be harsh and as Ukraine is that the man is wanted to come and give an account. Okay, my country that I said the latter one, $34 million. What's the man come maintain ambulance? Ambulance nankasa yet on back brand new yet on the thing. And Obi at the 17 million. Akokra Abba. Yehu ambulance near the 17 million at the 200 ambulance buy. Who say no yet? Who genetically young prosecuting which is at the 14 age? Who the other 34 million amass young family ambulance, young maintaining ambulance. Ambulance back to use $111,000 and maintaining. Now that became me no say America had. Ambulance, brand new ambulance from America, $200,000. That is one who say they make a which away. I tell you what I'm saying. And you know, bit me papa and signing check is at the Maobia. I put what about or you from for me. Other man can several times has Adapa. Need them, need the phone if you know. Yeah, they 5 million, 48 million Ghana. Can you put that? They are great and a better on it. Man can several times or I don't know that one. And to Dady Kay, I said, media, whatever it is, whether you are declared that you know you and or what he knows you, he should come and then give account of all those things. Charges to not to be brief. On the trade, the auditor, your money, scanning in a year and nothing for. The fact is that a public knowledge to look for and or a phone for the bomb man for me. And the charges, you know, is there. Special procedure, Ombra no be ya, no fire see come. And don't forget that the oral team is looking for all this money. Kakra ya bubu prior to 36 kg, Dady Kay wouldn't care about 22.something billion. And just from 36 kg, Kenofurata KDCB count. Now to Kenofurata the act of World Bank, IMF according 3 billion. Yeah, baby, in so many years.
Okay.
22.8 billion. United Kenofurata the government is supposed to Dady Kay. Do you have to go to IMF?
All right.
This will tell you that special procedure no. Why not just obey Najima or yes or Beboa oral team no so Amagana, Mama Tinya says canon yet media poor mine.
Okay.
It is after my year can I find when but you also be a yari so one you fan Dady Kay. Ombra no be no because he yano.
Okay, sure. May I see what fire and no or say can Ofori Abokro no Tinefako will be ano. So yari would the empakra so I won't sorry now one bra. Na just a yentutuna no na ye hunu say with disika on sikan baby. Show eja it's a full a car. Minty. We're journey witch hunting and I say a yenocracy Babokro no mini.
Yeah, come on, that's it. Assembly me beka no me attack sa special prosecutor no ni dignity in some aspects is be attacking the political sensibility into me ni America bia no because me nim ni sunu ni ban bia wodi ye na djuma bia, but politically wama me who so ye shallow minded. And if he has to resign from the position, no, because on your competent. He is very, very weak. From this standpoint, until say many special prosecutor now and can resign. Because he is very shallow minded when it comes to politics. And then the field now open. How old? Oh, now what say? Now we share the current government now we share government na efru na utimi hu se hoda wo de tun sanya so a utimi se politics esrepa. Somebody is using knowledge and wisdom, but obi you see it as a wisdom go and say knowledge. And this what is party ni na tun sanya so na wo a utimi se ewia se esrekra. Special prosecutor is see above any laws in Ghana. Even who is the Biana make us a constitution I work Ghana no. And only baby or Mampanyina or Koye, the Bia Mabonetti. Because na me say, Tama or Cassie Yaba Swako, no sorry car say, Kumi Preku. Nothing so by no, and a constitution what better one me a pensem. Because we can never echo. Look at the cases echo so no Yangunam Misa was 70 menka. You be cheat the pians makatase way. You be cheat of anu kumomo so be the 40,000. Look at the stupid aspect ekos Ghana. Here, special prosecutor no. Me na sembia obe famikra me ntie biem because me who say politically when you the wisdom in another knowledge aspect it's also why special prosecutor no na kufa require you wrong person. Very shallow minded on the field now places here. Let's be very cautious and go and tap our special sensibility. Our field to be a do better. So you're a special prosecutor. Now, person about dim lighter. You're very careful. Case is about dim light. Some case ya papa na kofano. Wash from. What woman can't say be a moon say when you do your me no baby. I mean, look like Okasakra mean TNB because special prosecutor where you or from cra or Nunajuma. Share can Ofori Atta who say when you sabi damn you when you pass here. And you know you be an when you are you. No, and into the be an anime can say young personalities be a dome corporatists. Maybe board ni be a nuclear or mammy be. They know MP war Kaneshi and Minister of Information Obana Yuko and minimum with the maybe have a boom with him. Sure, I could have you why you sit in Koda, I could have crowd, Sakura, one in penny 40. Oh, when I kill youngsters, say Obiang Huse or do move call into politics because we have a panel posture, or Casa, say special prosecutor, CCB. And then call us semi. I didn't watch a pani inside or new Wayakwada because Ujoka sent me some say, Michelle, you know, Mr. Papa, were you serious? And wouldn't you enjoy a diamano? It's time. So I was a politician. And who said, can't it now? That's a walk and send me walk, Kumasina se bedru San Korea. It take 6 weeks. It's no more. And then the only piano be active because first in Assembly Ghana, what the American over Tiano, Nebia I come and that's what can you 5 minutes now. In the moon country, more year politicians are more politics, you know, moon country, moon penny for moon country, woman, man say they should be very cautious, use brains, come on, already. Some minister special prosecutor now person when you're famous, you don't go on these cases. Say the who's begin on Fabra with evidence, support your argument with basic facts. And maybe somebody can watch that special prosecutor is sick. Let me throw this issue away. He's not competent. Because I'm sure Kasa, never who can't send me, you can't send me the attempt with it.
Sure.
Manifa ni nsɛm huru mfiri ɔkra mfiri so
mate show echia esafaka ono so ne dia no nyansa eni obakofo echiremu na obiaze hwene fatananim nti saa pepepe na ye kono nia wono esi na ekrama epo no okra ebu ne ni che nti min koma mema ho na onfa ne die so embra mama
papa
say what in bebre free a lawyer or hini jaho ebepim CCA Jessafaka so the Nidiaba. Intino Kenoforata who is saying any office of the prosecutor send your air corner, no concern no. And I say a tata been a tata no. As I said, lawyer H.H.M. which say won't no envy enna and you say be a we Johnny and fugitive no fire car says the fugitive no enna akoye brofo kasa kesi na yenti asia anti mame ma chechere mu why
yo me da say chia bi ni anu nyina
ejuso
na the medical can say nyansapo no e do mase o no mu yi kisi ajaben na kisi ajaben waba no o kire ni nyansa e kwa so na me de so say ba ma asesa no na o yusu kisi ajaben no na NPP for umuhu nipa kro omudi yi no. Number 3, Ghana yewo FBI yewo den yoko yewo nyama na akufo ado ya ba ye say on the special prosecutor ode kai ode machamedu ba machamedu o se opewe enu po mi bisa say no ka ne enya financial loss ni bi ne e di nyama ni nyina ma ne pum eno dwane ye eno se akufo ado na ena ye wehu owo serpent mother serpent of corruption. Eti ontimi no one tata no dwane ye odwane ye no de kisi ajabembe to so ode kisi ajabembe to so papa ya kana hye ye mani nya adwuma eti am say mama eja ti ho na ye de adwuma na ma no ahopepre na ehu say we nya freedom to talk because now the time ko ntimi nkasa eti ahopepre na o kwa mistake na me bisa say eya na Ghana for ye hu ye mistake. The issue is there. Why mistake it no? And then you have to no. Once she can't yet as. Number 1 day, and then number one, no go for who go for your stroke. And I'm not gonna for your G is here for now penny for your high profile. No, 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 mango na not to move. You didn't go up and down. Can you say, Ofori was saying, no, special prosecutor, why a mistake? Who drive now could do over reverse? Let's go to the main issue. I know that's important. And yet, he said about a mistake in the part he could see her and a DNA. Takamamba could find a new prosecutor and Quebec say, and able to any car and I say, and a paha, and I say, you can't do my say, okay, yes, I'm funny, you know, we usually and this is one age, Mina, NPP phone when you're saying, you know, or more, you know, you don't want to know, send you guys here. Sir, to say a lot about him, who to show beer. Now, you the respond now. You wait. Oh man, the time, but not Oyari. And yeah, dear, friend saying, when you should eliminate you, Oyari. I did not buy a sada. It is heavy as a look on the Wafahuna. Or the Johnny and I, or the to the Yamafan lawyers, give him some time. You just don't come and declare the person. If it's out of the year to declare him now, then you don't do that. But the case is still at stake. Now, wait, they're gonna put your manual to pursue. Oh, my Jack Crawford, no. And no one put your watching, no. They're watching, no. I'm not gonna put down when you answer. Obi baka see a witch hunt, Obi see when you winter, can hunter. When you winter, witcher, and can hunter. Apart from that, no, I can see a chief a ye, Oman Pedin and Cata. As yet to flow, meanwhile, who he said, Japan, when I was here, so November, December, Papa to Pama, Papa, all to Kwan, Uncle Samuel Airport. Then for there may be a million. And a young man or man on their sofa. Then be a because as some way say, if 2 elephants fight, there is a ground that sofa. Say, see, I know. Every corona, Papa the boy, you him. Ghana could have played him so for Atta Bokon. Emma, NPP 4 Crapona community last time. And also, your car will feature pet, no matter Jano. Where Jano, whether he was 2 years ago, no minister, all the things that he caused, you know. I IMF ni ehun krono ba na sika kitanipa ba ko na ofura target odidi me so body atoto odidi da sika wo ho afa sika na yin na ehun to ye na Ghana hun to ye na ohia na wo Ghana no ne bola na egu ho no eni lagoon no mu emu aye people to no ni afansie na Ghana so mfa ntuma pamfra me da say
show mami aba wa kani titia just enoma air cost no yinina ye Ghana for intino we say yetum ekebi mani eyegie dekeno for Atta fako wo bia no ye bompa say ho beto no na waba na wabebe yi nsema no ebia no ye kani nyina no wo ho anu yie wo anase wo ho enkrata wo ho na senia akobeyi a obia ekebi die akwakoye bi say yedi wo munim kan na obia de ne kwedu de eba intino yenkotie Attorney General nakasa ahini
spirit about the factors animating the entry of nolle prosequi in some cases and the withdrawal of others is not only because I want to avoid accusations of partiality and or capitulation to political pressure, but also to comply with the constitutional requirements stated in Article 296 of the Constitution. More so, in the best ethics of the legal profession, every lawyer is mandated to act in the best interest of his client, and no lawyer worth his salt, his or her salt, will purport to act in the best interest of the client by doing so on the blind side of the client. As Attorney General, my only client is the Republic of Ghana, represented by its sovereign people. And as stated above, I intend to provide the reasons for my decisions in the cases in which I have either entered a nolle prosequi or withdrawn the charges laid against the accused persons. And I do so to my fellow citizens who have entrusted the power to me through the President of the Republic of Ghana. Before I proceed to assign the reasons for my decision in each of the cases, I wish to crave your indulgence to provide a brief explanation of the technical difference between the entry of a nolle prosequi and the withdrawal of charges. The power to enter a nolle prosequi is contained in Section 54 of the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act 1960, Act 30. Pursuant to this provision, the Attorney General may enter a nolle prosequi at any stage of a criminal trial. The statute does not itself require the Attorney General to provide any reasons for his decision to enter a nolle prosequi in any proceedings. However, as I have made clear above, the constitutional principles in Article 296 impose an obligation on the Attorney General to be candid in the exercise of his discretionary power. And I cannot fathom how one can be candid without explaining one's actions. When a nolle prosequi is used by the Attorney General to terminate proceedings in a criminal trial, he reserves the right to bring fresh charges against the accused persons in the future. In contrast, the Attorney General may terminate criminal proceedings by withdrawing the charges against an accused person pursuant to Section 59 of the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act 1960 at 30. Where the charges are withdrawn after the prosecution has closed its case, then the legal effect of the withdrawal is that the accused is deemed to have been acquitted and discharged. In other words,
the accused is due and then acquitted and discharged. We aging Dominic Ayenini and walk say sa in semini no say butie equity and as we share all the narratives na Patrick say will defend the decision to drop all those high profile charges. Now we ebinum say as is here the JD by we senior clearing agent. Esan say abra na nado hono no muso clearing agent. Na sisi the senior clearing agent. Esan say if shame a crime and I say a dear any say impenifu ekoko jina sa jina bia na omuwo mu a me fan say yekoso edi wo mu asem a we abeclaim na che say so be a clearing agent na wan tiase na woso aba na che say we senior clearing agent eye no kura na ofaya
Dady Kay
JDM or senior clearing agent and that's what you're doing. Will click will be as to your case. Do you think it's fair? Say any panel envy one more attention. Na yet say senior in seminar channel muni and you so be a binum patch say don't be pursue sa case way because who clear on sa to me clear on sa man in ye. What do you make of it? But you didn't say over.
I would say that why a clearing agent,
yeah. Say JDMCC only a senior clearing agent. We're senior clearing agent. You wouldn't say, no great.
Oh, that became yes, I here. Now, it's a batch of when you not here. What a batch of here. And you know, the mammy, me, so me, farmer. Dady Kay with Attorney General. Me patch me how many minutes?
5. What 5? Yeah, baby, yeah.
Okay. But with the Attorney General na seminar work and Dady Kay. Cases are also what drop no. Ato forcing Dr. Kiama Okuni and Collins Dauda and Ufusuan Pop. The cases no. Now the officer was trying to say or article 88 of no who boy and giving that this discretionary nature of a subject of the constitution requirement to set article 296 of the code. Okay, but the reason why I was all year with Dady Kay or discontinue is also the first place what the first one is the first was that for ethical and professional reasons, I could not in good conscience continue to prosecute some of the cases. 2, or say that the second was that for some of the cases, my own review and analysis of the charges showed clearly that the charges were defective and some were filed against the prompting of plain conscience, plain common sense. Okay, and I said also that the third reason is that in some of the cases, the evidence led by evidence so far shows that there was reasonable doubt as to guilt of the accused person, and then for no prosecutor, if I say make people we need to so that makes me no prosecutor should continue to pursue a case in the face of eliminating doubt regarding the guilt of the accused and then the conduct of some of the judges in those cases leaves much to be desired. It raises a spectator or a specter of what fairness and the officer of training said Dady Kay. The American is here, my knowledge said most of the cases in Dady Kay. So far cases you be to say your friend saying Atta force in the Dady Kay say what you say court no call ya Attorney General can Ofori Atta any president Akufo-Addo no mo say approach to what Atta forcing now and some more can in so no correct through the accused person Japa Dady Kay say now and then it becomes evidence can the attorney general and Kasa say can Okurata any Akukwado the press to so he should imprison him or let him be sentenced to prison. Only Bonibia. So say until 2 hours during that time, judges no more and they are to force in the Sada attorney general Dominic cases may go on for political this thing. They were prosecuting them for their own political gain. And yes, my Bonibia, typical example here, Akiama, a Bank of Ghana, and now Dr. Opunidiano, that case, finally, that case has also been dropped. And now Collins Dowda, that case, Collins Dowda, Musu Waboka, 200 million or causing financial loss to the state. That case, 200 million, Musu was causing financial loss to the state. That case, 200 Tagli Medina in Tiwana. Once can't you see the building there that he used 200 million to construct? So they say, and who come in charge is attack Yambo or buy our bit of 5 million or 10 million. I'm obia, young good you only said Canayan or no your own speed. No, be on the 200 million. I think you might never cost agreement. Who bet no one said dynasty was dedicated. Such a person who say and I look at a forcing case, typical example, so say yes, Jacka buy and obey dinner from a year a tour or you don't make go predamate one and come prosecute. What wrong as a two person that concerning that case? Only for the other case. If the case is in our opposition for Fudiano, all can opposition for football anyway. But a quotia to no person moving to Akukwado any Kenopurata, Yakanopurata, Wapo, Abo, Mino Cronini. He was behind saying, go to PT to port. Come and now, now, no to young Obeyinan, or no, who wants someone for Kenopurata, Obe who wants someone because the charges to the dog to pay free. And to that case,
okay,
as some attorney general,
all right,
attorney general can dedicate. Maybe, and with that seminar question, I will be time, so my man for that part, my children. Mahama, and your Mahama,
Utamaso, Utamaso, yeah, Utama, what fire?
And you made the man who's here.
Okay, face him, come.
I made the man who's here. Make sure say, so will be such a Mahama or a credit again. Your Mahama needs to teach you a attorney general. Mahama has no hands in handling any case there. And one more matter, here from Mahama, so a credit agent. Mahama doesn't, he's not the one prosecuting, he's attorney general. But Akukwado time, no dear. Yeah, the assembly bar, no on one bar out, have a claim.
Okay. Mati, show. What fire, Anna, watch it, Mumma, who say, clearing, you say, a JDM, a clear agent, a go for the clear agent, in fact, Biano, as you be an Argentino. A just for Cayento, so dear.
Yeah. Former president here, what's about president there? Were a major clearing agent. Papa no, I'm say a new 20 and obey. Na mami can say mo de bia meka. Hwe. This is one ma wo yon kra ntwa ankwa wo unkoduru da. Sa question ya odi aba no, me wira hopa. Se ma catch say me, say me wu na me kona me ba me ko soja.
I will go in.
I reserve my comments. Sure. Nano ye kind. Ye o fanubia no mu ye a soldier for because no mu ye civilians because of otanhunu from soldier penina or sa party na se say this one. What the otai kukum ye nkrofobi. So bonia me say sa current government here was to say me wish you say enkoye ma wo. So man hwe pa na enu se 4 years no mu nkɔ and one slam nye nipa kra ne be gya omu kwan and one sna omu timo dem papa enu tire ya se wo kan me se na bia ye de ba ne ko duru sa current government atiso ya eya na emoja ewo omu sa ho papa this current government moja pro eta omu sa ho papa. Now some of them will pay prices because 40,000 it will be turned down ekuno. And then mo say muko pass knowledge prosequa mutiliso.
Oh, Debbie, come on.
Hey,
come on, you can do better. You can do better.
I'm not going to wait a minute sign. So I'm not empty. Me sign. I have said it because me want evidence. Me nipa me no ma. Omuso me want fa no ye kum wo mu. Obi a tan 20 ye kofa no kokun no. Enti eno me yanka na. Wo be gina say nole prosequa. Nole utiri so biem. Hwe
yo,
me medical catch say me Sanni money be saying to me, say me wona se me kwaba, me saba biem, me ko soja. Na me jamak. Because say ayo abutra hwe enuntina yen ebi mo ho a wo ma jai sansem wo nyina ene wo ma san ko faba. Da bia me na wo kasa me catch na wo say, wo ma ye mompaye ekun esum
Akufado ba ATS reje wa atisu no.
Ekata yen so. Because obi die eba ye no ya sanity se wono die wonye hwe enti wonni evidence obi a wokọ chi no wotina kura ase e wo mampon afrifa wo ya akani wokọ chi no e be kun no na mo de duru so a nole prosequa enti munni evidence na officer obi fumku a obi dwa na mo de mafumaku mo sa dwa. Let's tell them say amamu na yebuo no yina corrections enti say pain ebi wo ho a yifri nipa mu mo sai kire ye say sebi ya jimi Ghana fo ajimi enti no nole prosequa ma obi wo kra wo ka won ti ase wan ko school no obejiro no aka big words hwe wo ma yi wo mu hwe ministers bi yi wo mu. I will single the two out always ti wo mu kasa obi owofa ye de ne moja agi o my Ghana o mo betre ho mo hwe de mo ye officer nyamo ye na beboa mo fi se nyamo ye no and your politics muti akonya so enti mo de apo mo de ntrani mo de hyehyɛ masa mo ba sene bo ana. Let's tell them these politicians and until they be make say and I'll keep on saying until say current government me who young personality o use common sense and wisdom. Me who young generation they are picking on that boy your friend is saying but they didn't call gold you know on the mobile man who say will play sensibility me nyanti na no ne kasabia say the was crowd ho akotene kire say he is applying common sense and knowledge but hwe nipa mienu bi won say you see this far wo mo hwe mo manye careful because emra but adia ya me ya God intra me say me ma hom nyame nhira ma and then me call me tanko social media because in simple Ghana social media me tikwara makoma ya tu o baby be kasem bi na saa ma me nyame nhira no NPP for mo fanya common sense mo fa nyansa mo sora mo kwa na mo nima de e na emrofo akese hwe mo hu niam yakoso mo ko baby a mo kakasa enipa society na mo no mo kasa no mo ti ase use your local language and express yourselves. Mukwa na kujina brofo na me ni ho na pese baba wa shiga ene mo ne mukwa baby a ye voter region ma voter region ni ko no kasa nche voter region uko sunyane ma obi o ti sunyane kasa nche sunyane fo na ye nyusu. Let's be proud of our own local language. Sankabu use some local language and this is why this party be omo use either one side knowledge and that's omo use wisdom. Mo use wisdom and knowledge, you know. Because when they go down there, that woman be say Emadi nyame shiramu. And into the mission, the doctor
wait, mama mantin okay kulu mama.
Doctor Ahoy. No, mama I respect her. On the mama this matter can be before God and man. Say be am no akasen bi. No be this matter I will never say a word.
Hey, yes, okay.
Oba be ye president. E wo Ghana ye toaba ma no. what you are near Pagan in the next year could just say, because I buy a debo bano, you're the babo techi. Somebody a banana small car was say, NPP for Muko Gracia, Munka, Mukasa, Namunya tie, and Nick Kuntano, Bokodi Boko, Munko Bobby. And that's one. Obidi, it doesn't need the young one, what they cheramo, more wisdom, and a multi backyard. Attorney General say, no prosecua, no big no prosecua, no prosecua. And then the engine I end. Yabeku Kumia Wafanum. Now, media me tratuo. Yenina, you were ni, you were so. You are no. Ye show, Niakos be a ye share. With the help of social media. Any people be buakunta da chibi. No, ye the social media be boomer attend. Nyamu ndole prosecua. Kwa brami das because in Simbi Osia, oh, car, ne cow ya. Ghana and you be adia, then you be adia. Meno say, yeah, didn't I mean, some rebetrano, and generations yet to be born. Now, shed ye, Attorney General, Tinsembia Walker. You see, can't be a debate dog, Coco be dear Jankoda, Skibia debe see, baby and Kodabit Yakudia grow, Sikabia Yadiba yet at the panel, or being quite funny in a year in the ma, Ekudi. Now, Officer Muya Sa, Ebesimuiana.
Sure. Mati Echia SF a car was say nole prosecua. I say me I know I say French word bisano. Eti Yegusu Dady Kay 4 stars of radio TV Atlanta, Georgia, USA with information to make you safe and productive in every society. Building nano and somewhere I was what now was so no ufa be free so omani die ye nden ya my na senior betumi akonkan ma yesi hu atoyen enu asem ena yeke ntimi ko mamia ma
papa
ezi JDM wo clan agent senior clan agent enye junior senior pa clan confosa oba inche no se wo clan ezansa akufo do ye bi ntomi so clan bi ayesa and tell me bisa winter no who is saying what you say
Dady Kay when be una host some of the languages at ka o use no sometimes you have to stop him because nana akufo do better so 8 years no one bisa no ne wo fa asem bia na yi ya kata nkofo mu kum nipa ayi just guy a nkofo a omo ne omo koya omo kodi 30 omo nyina kodi akonfam no omo ne nambo obia from upo ebiso mo say mokoye no ekosi nsan sabi wo no obi nam ka na abo bona ukodu fi aye bisa wano asem eso me titi ye frɛ wuntumi ne aho keka ho omokodi akofo ba obi abranch ye wewu agya ne yire ya no David ankwa wahi ya kan kofo kuma ye se bi nie mam ya na NPP for mo refi omo ho nsem mo na mo di accuse eyi. Yeah, Rollins by a revolution. Rollins wasn't everywhere. Rollins one could be a fear. More or prosecute you. It was public. You know, for us. The more you individual way, a soldier for you know, you Panama suffer in the army one way or the other. Obuana is a young the cat and some SR. Sometimes you have to stop some of those things. I all can. Ade mean can't say or being also to come on appropriate it to where it belongs not say uta obi ni pakona kwa banaje asabu ye baye it ended even October yedi at 214 ye declare mo so my way back and say mama ebeye mama dia fa no ho bayi obaye on the 7th January no baye and that date here day and 16th to 17th it when 1 month and some few days it a party and a JB a JD obey clan agent. More come as some namu ya mo ya. Mo pa me say 64. Na ye ba say ba be restricted. Ye ba say ba be state man say ya kwati krompo na mo se mo maye nche no a. Mo amu fa mo na ye nyina ye nche o man bu sa. Enya kanten kwa na be sofa. Elephant so sofa. E die nyina ye nche krom ho sa. Me de na say me pre ni ama ho. Se mo se mo mpre a Ghana no na bola na ye home man who I fina e mano and kwada ayo mo hu jantra fo no mo di na jan by 8 years and crown for what to be at your mo and mo sabi na na kuno do amaye bi krap no o ma bi mu di dwa o kire bi mu se o mu di dwa anka wo ye nkani abayo na wa besi su na wo ye president no you have to hold conferences of emayiwa say the enu eso ebi ani mu da obekita banka handbag ese pata edidi nuku echi for 8 years wa nyesi wa kasa eno de homwa ansra ma ba chichi obi homwa ni de we ni ase ansra wa konyi obi de JDM onya hwe na mom no me contract JDM ene NDC for no enkompura mu ni omu di agoro mu de ba fa omu so munua ni omu but omu di oba fa omu say enemies ekini mo mama ni mbre na eduma na mu ye no focus on the work and do what is right. That's all I can say.
Okay. Omuma omini na ho omuma omini na ho esanse wuni obi na ma wan hwe ye ono a only your friend knows your secret mama my nessa so only he can reveal it. Ebusa for that came me chamu abesisi a yen che ye be frifidie mu akọ 4 stars radio TV Atlanta Georgia USA you will be mutiase ntimomo yen fan for e jesa for kana ni tobe unya botre what you say money ye dia enye wo nko awo dia
The whole building is the parliament where considered Robert Bobby, so he's not.
Adiana piki egusu epiki ediba ntino sisi ane o ne say wo fa ya wutie me obi si oni Dominica yini court kwakusiu no say we wa clear say enipa we na ebego kusi say ntino we eni di chato we de kitwe bi ebefa ebe piki ana say enye adwuma wo fa ya yentio we dey 2 minutes per over.
Obi so dey
one. Oni ni kokot ya. O kwakusi unu. So wa clear
attorney general.
O kusi attorney general pa.
Oh, okay.
O kwakusi unu. Nti na ebe pick ya never 2 minutes hwe wo mre no mami.
No, 2 minutes. Okay. Dady Kay say na me kire wo mo no. Attorney general no say most of the no the na doing cases now mo dey go na. A politically motivated cases. So what they are saying. Obi the start to force in there Dady Kay dey na court no hwe jai yeah in test case there is no case against Atta forcing but omo dey ko omo bo mu team force omo person omo dey no ko tum at all cost so what they say who share Dr. Puni there na share farmers na nkasa ba be di adance there yi fertilizer na omo ka so Puni aya enye no omo se fertilizer na omo di ku omo koko na so ama omo nya double of their product omanya koko na omuti koko no mati koko no mo enti abi enye no den no abi amuti enye wato ama ade entia mo di no kokot no farmers na be di adanse say sa de na mo ka say duro no ngom no eye papa aboa om koko na ma koko na so bebre Dady Kay who ba no be ready be sa na wudi wani cha will you continue sateke what you have here another case Atiama Johnson Atiama yes what the $300 million be I be start to so yes what it's just that they have put it somewhere and when they bring it back what case again do you have against it where they are so your friend saying the church and yeah and now attorney general say so you still need common sense to go through the cases now on my file now and this 399 every day I to force in there no at the end of the day judges now can say yen tracker but meanwhile na Akufo-Addo ni kenopori asaye tite go predaming for kwambi afunye dey and prosecute no go predaming na katre jakpase onu de oye ni no but because of Akufo-Addo ni kenopura tantina or more cases on prosecuted at to force. Nina you of course. And that the case, that cases, you know, we are attorney general about it, then I will continue. Have you seen it?
Okay.
The case is, you know, Mabu Batrono, calling down at the end of the day, 200 million when due, and 200 million on the idea investing into the agreement.
Okay.
That you go for an agreement, then anymore.
All right.
You see,
right.
the people are just witch hunting. It was just witch hunting just to tarnish the image of the NDC because NDC for this guy.
Okay.
These are the people.
All right.
And a special prosecutor from the Mujani.
Okay. Joe.
And you forget about the Mahama Necklaring agent, the Mahama home prosecutor is Attorney General. And Attorney General and something that be to me. Case is no saying that.
Yeah, waka until we are not say which one would be until
it is neither here nor there. Mahama has never been a clearing agent before. We know who he is.
Okay. All right. Rafael. I say, Mama, Attorney General Dominic Aini, near Prise Bibino, Sape, Obi Banye, Obi Abaye, Bobi Banye, Sanity. Enti Eja, Esafo, a car. Yet you. Indiatem, atem did
and one saw the special prosecutor, Mr. Ayeni. One saw the special prosecutor, court.
I'm for Kubi Ebeba, and Nawochi
support no pa. The internet support no say. Me, my dream. Anybody can criticize, which I give 2 thumbs up for that person. The current president of Tisono, minimum message through First House Radio to him.
The current president, Wanya de
Bibiya, papa meka, mi surono, mi buno, so your man penny, but mi surono, I have the right. Make me a kamadria channel. When you make a former president, Nana Akufo-Addo, he was very tolerant because time I was school now, me who papa no, nam kaso obedi akonya no, enka media crowd be close to media, but he gave the media opportunity to say what they wanted to say. Enti no, omampanyina wo betina so sesia no. Mo ma fa krabi mamo, ma me ma, ene wo fa yaw. And a 4-star radio, enkoma omampanyini say. Sesia no akonya na wo betina so no. Was somebody papa and saying, we'll go through the cycle of politics. ABC. Sisiano, you did not be so. So one she na said done to be a candidate to pay. We're the worst president ever in Ghana because they were the exiting and attaching for the rest of their life. And you may catch no omampanyini when you're curious, when you're very careful. And that's how anybody did Diego about the same because me cases minua abasesia matieno. I catch them say the current government is on a track of failing. If they don't pause, no more to think and think twice. Now the only cause they are going to be fumbled. No man penini. Wakunya na wasaba trasu sesia no. Ebe si enipa bebre ekwan dachi. Enti no Attorney General say me kura me wo Ghana, me kura me be start here solicit for help. Me kura me nya sa Attorney General na me de be court. Me ko Ghana, me ko akoye outspoken. Meko kasa papa radio station be frame me meko na Attorney General me hit no direct because the CC away no me say he's not competent or lack competency into wake up call or reverse it now one think it twice for the tomorrow and then for the current president, me that's it.
So, Safoka and Wakan Kitwe at the Atas one on one of showing Yasafanano, Dady Kay with the 4 stars of radio TV, Atlanta, Georgia, USA, and Muti Yay, Minima Bija 4, and that's so near yet to me. I can't for Yako could do Nenche, they just say, Your Kwan, and to Mamma Maka save ya, they just say, Abroa, Edidi FG, and Mamma. Yenti wuswe womo mpesa omuni okokote no ebe gusi aga na se NCV
omo de ne ba kokoto mo fa no kokoto no mo ofili page na Ghana for no ofili no so mo de ne ba kwa omo maka no mo nka ne keke omo fa ne kokoto na say oye incompetent enya incompetent president na yi no e de maye say ye mama ba no ba o ka say o treat no ye be fa for frank be a big case worse than this Ghana for see, I say, yeah, the woman, a brew, a sorry, pointy fingers. As we are no, you're more man and cotto. The old Bible class to 8 years, no, and if the one young no, or be a young one, and beside the buy also by an idea, Mudaman no, and the family. Now, I say, yeah, now we are doing everything to against our own selves. Now, you say, ye, Papa, ya, waba, America, ya. On what to do, left and right. Obi no. Obi, oh yeah, no, I try. Yeah, no, I try. Obi no. As to Ghana, dear, Sabi, Obi on stem for that. No, I bet some media also. No, Kasa and Penya, and one year, or I dear, what would you mean? Why don't you go and do it? Na mommy and G and Hukaka. Now, Mamma Ghana, bread in your hands, in your own hands. Now, me that at some me cost through Bafuma. The only warning is to JDM. Move any FSL. Obe be a man channel. Obe bibina bonia. Bring it out. Just keep going. Don't look back. Now you see Obe call out so you're doing only the winding. Obe 1 month in Namude and some Kwakoswano dio or the in Troko 2 at 2 forces one. Why to be in Ghana for you know who are for to or no put the Amfreno a bad president in Akamama. Then the money came on the 70 of how crap I want to talk.
I know.
Into the make Janet because I don't know the airplane.
Joe. Mati Mamiama Oba Kukudruni or see JBN keep on. Don't look back. Koswa na koso and share which is and say we share which repeat nature say and yoma ebe chichon anywhere assign. Near come shani or me Dady Kay me fakonya wisi no matter bibia say enkanka a year lawyer or hini jaya ye twin suffering free Ghana manibe cheche and say muka credit chere ewo emremuno ama yemu bino ati ye nwase ewo akwen so na oman Ghana no yesremo a musho omanim yie emfema esanse munuanom a yewo akwentumu de brepa esanse yebusia santini na obi yiri wo ho obi kunu obi mami obi papa obi ba obi nana ye nyina ye wobusia ewo ho a yeni ekire yichi se yebeko efie ntene yesremo asumdwi na yepe obi ayebone a enkonko di na chi se wayebone se wonhu na Ghana ndie saa na tie na enkanka yenmo a yebre kakra ansayensa koya no yen ene yeti etutu sembia na yedi ekire yesremo a muma obi ni na ho why etino echia wofaya echia safaka mami ama medemu ina se mo amohwe ewo mfidie so nyina no yeremo ase wo like ya na wa share na what apete mami ama se no wo share pa de bia no wo share na ekoyi nim sa ntino enyo papa edi echiriso eba na ya nem sini suso wo Ghana ye Andy ni C Akins afi Hope D Black ne Maxwell munyina na omo Ghana wo mo bo adwumadi foni ni ade nyina na wo moto epete edibre na me Dady Kay abrantia hene so me so mete ha na je se me ne ebusiafo ina ye che etino ebiom mo penkrato mo pe bibia mo fama bedan na yeso ye money de ro emfama ewiase aye kitwe bi ene ekurawo nyame adom na adom bi dum ye a ene na woche ibesen asia de bia mekane say upese ohu obi a opese oyen sakara ye wo ankasa gina ho gina hwehwem na hwe wo ho enwe se de ade na metumi aye ma me ho mebusia me ne wote ansa epie akwabonte no bi ahwe so na waye nia echen na chese yekoye ni mu hadisa na mom emeya nya atwom entena ho embisa se de ade ene ewo me de ade na ewo me uye nsa na wakechiri nti yenyina yembom na yensi Dady Kay makaram
The whole booger is the parliament. Well,